Hello and welcome to my first chess video. The game I'm going to be looking at today is Botvinnik Portisch. Botvinnik playing white. 1968 Monte Carlo. C4 starts the game. Botvinnik famous for his English. C4 E5, knight C3, knight F6, G3. And these are standard moves. What we're seeing here is a Sicilian in reverse, Sicilian dragon. Yeah. Common position here with colours reversed. The ideas are well known. I don't think I need to commentate too much here. The knight moves back to strengthen the d4 square. We're often told not to move our pieces away from the centre. In this case, there's a reason for it. D3. Bishop E7, controlling the G5 square. Otherwise, the knight could come right in there, G5, and try and pick off this bishop on E6. So, A3, again a common plan, gain space on the queen side, and try and get a pawn to B5. Which would drive away this knight, weaken the B7 pawn to the bishop on G2. Pretty common idea here. The queenside pawn roller. Often, if in the dragon, if black can get a B4 type move in, B5 from the other side, they'll be doing fine. So A5 again, prevent B4 happening here. The knight, the bishop first goes to E3. Developing move. White doesn't really want to move that E pawn up, otherwise it would block the bishop, create a weak pawn at D3. So in these positions, the bishop often gets developed here. To E3. There's nowhere else it can really go except E3 and D2, and it's really a toss-up of where that bishop wants to go. I think because A5 has been played by black, it makes more sense to try and control that C5 square, touching this square here, and also potentially touching this knight. But this is a pretty bad knight at the moment, actually. It would prefer to come back to D5. I mean, that's where it really belongs, but at the moment it's out of the way. It's out of the way, so the black can have more control over this D4 square. Okay. Black castles, knight goes off to the side of the board. The idea is to come in on C5, and Portisch swaps knights. Queen comes to this beautiful square. We often see the queen coming out to the side of the board like this in the dragon too. Just great horizon here with the fourth rank. Just complete control of that fourth rank. Not control, but so much influence. And the white square here is weak. C6 is a really critical point for black, and the queen is exerting her influence over those squares. So just a great space for that queen. Bishop comes out. This is really a star bishop for black. Just doing a lot of work around this pawn here on E5, also protecting this knight, overprotecting at the moment because the pawn's defending the knight, and in a sense countering that queen's influence on the white squares. The rook comes over. Often this is the rook that comes over, the F rook, and the idea is the king can come to F1 in some variations, just generally over many games. Dragon players are used to bringing this rook over if possible, because sometimes the king can come over, sometimes the queen can come back to d1, and it's kind of nice to have the rooks here to b1, c1. It's also possible to put them here as well, d1 and c1, especially if you're playing for this d4 push. But I get the sense here that Botvinnik wants to pursue action on the queen side. In the game, it doesn't end up really mattering because he ends up doubling anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, the rook's double. Note that the bishop's gone back to a fairly passive square. I don't know where else it could have gone. Maybe d6 was more active. Knight comes back. Not a great move. Something like e4 here. If I can just see that, e4. That would have been a better move. I mean, black's plays in the center, so something like, I don't know, knight d4 takes, knight takes c6, bishop takes c6, bishop takes c6. Let's see, bishop takes c6. Oh no, takes the rook. Yep, takes the rook. Bishop takes e8. Forced. Bishop's on, so takes. And now into an endgame. And white's slightly better here. Much of a muchness. The reason he's slightly better is that he's got that c7 target and also the a5 target. But you know, black has that queenside pawn majority as well.